months, so quite a few different discussions about where we're going with the show. And I think as of the 21st of December 2019, that will be our last live show.
What?
Our last live show, 3-hour live show that
I'm
we're going to do.
always the last to know.
I know.
It's because you always skip the post-production meetings.
Right. See, and I guess I want to make sure that everybody understands it's not because we don't like working together. We all have fun doing this. At least that's what people tell me. That we have fun working together. It's just that radio is like on a downward trend. Advertising is going away rapidly. It costs a lot of money to put the show on, and we've invested a lot this year to keep it going. And is it worth it to invest even more next year just to keep it going because we like to talk to each other? Because the reality is we just like hanging out with each other and talking. So do we have to do that every Saturday morning for 3 hours, or can we set something up a little different and still have fun talking to each other, but not
having to pay to talk to each other?
Right.
We pay a lot to talk to each other.
Yes. And
well, and I think most of the listeners would understand. I mean, the ones that's driving in their cars and are not hearing us because they have Pandora playing or TuneIn.
Yes.
And that's our point. With the Bluetooth technology, people just aren't scanning the dial anymore, aren't listening. And, and to our listeners who've been
loyal
with us every week, loyal, listening, to them it's probably a shock and it probably hurts them a little more. But like you say, the good news is we're not leaving. We're changing formats.
Right.
So we're currently putting together studios, Ron in his shop, mine, and I guess I'll be in the same stupid bedroom until I get the house built.
Yeah.
Then I'll have a nice studio office.
Right.
But we're going to go to YouTube and to, and stuff like that where
Facebook
it'll be more on demand.
Yep.
It'll be a little shorter. So this way you'll still get us. You'll still be able to reach us through email, but you can follow the show still. And I think it'll actually be better because then we can be more precise to a topic.
Yep.
And try and wrap it up. And anybody that's actually listened or gone to our YouTube channel will see that Ron and I tried that. It's somewhat test. Some of the videos are sketchy, but we actually tried to do a whole bunch of maybe 5-minute segments about particular things. And about 20 minutes into each one, we're like, yeah, this is going a little long. So we realized that the 5 to 10 minutes to do a true discussion about a product or an installation method, 5 minutes is too short.
Yep. Yep.
So we'd like to start doing some 1-hour shows and start recording them on our time, and then being able to just let you listen to them when you're available.
Right.
And I think overall it'll work better for everyone.
Yeah. So we're just going to pick, I think right now we're looking at a Wednesday evening that we're going to sit down and record the podcast, and it'll be live on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook.
We have to
and
do
all
it
that
before all the Chicago shows start on NBC because nobody's going to watch us then.
Yeah.
Although Chicago Med's not my favorite. Chicago Fire and PD I like more. So we could go,
Right. So we're gonna do something like that, and then we'll just see how that goes. But yeah.
So what will our relationship be here on Saturday mornings?
What do you mean?
Non-existent.
Yeah, we will be off the air.
You won't have to get up and come to the studio.
Right. We will no longer. What are you looking at me like that for? We will cease to exist on WCGO in a 3-hour segment
NCPT
like we are now.
and
all the other stations that we're on.
And will we be in any 1-hour segments?
The podcast will rerun. Possibly, we're still we're talking to the station about that. They may run our 1-hour podcast then.
In the similar time slot?
Yes, in the similar time slot.
Okay, that was my question because somebody said Saturdays will not be the same without us. But if we are here,
well, in a different, it won't be live, and again,
you can still call in. We just won't be able to talk to you.
Right? Yeah, Andrew will be sitting back there running the file, so he can talk to you if you want, or you could, the other part of this is we're going to see how this evolves when we're taping the podcast. That maybe you'll be able to just call into the podcast. What happens now is most people communicate with us through Facebook and YouTube.
Yes, they do.
So that's where, and Twitter. So we're getting our questions in that way. So people aren't calling like they used to. And So
and
that's
the
it.
show will still be listener driven.
Yep.
So basically, an example would be the email about the popcorn ceilings.
Yes.
So now instead of trying to write a long email or send a link to something, we can do a 1 hour podcast talking about removing the popcorn if you want, or sanding the popcorn to apply a new finish, or cleaning it so that the paint will stick. And you've got all these topics we can cover, and that right there in itself basically would be could be a 1 hour show.
Yes.
I would try not to stretch painting popcorn ceilings to an hour, but at least we could cover the whole thing better, and that listener would be good. But then the title on that, anybody goes to our YouTube channel that has popcorn ceilings, and maybe they search that, boom,
Yes.
that video pops up. So it's more of an on-demand world now. I mean, you see that, right? Fire Stick, Amazon, all this
Yes.
stuff, everything's on demand.
Yep.
Alexa, give me a Mighty House.
Right. Done. Yeah. And the thing here too is, since we'll be at the shop, I can just I can run in back, grab something, come back. We did that a couple times where we were talking about something.
Light bulbs.
Yeah, we were talking LED light bulbs, and I ran back into the shop. I grabbed one, and I came back, and then all of a sudden we did a segment on all the different types of bulbs that we were doing. So, that kind of stuff, we'll have access to and still be able to do. Just that we've decided that we've got other things to do. This ties up our weekends. We were just talking before the show. We're going to be one show short of doing 700 of these.
No.
Yes.
Yep.
We're going to be
Yeah,
one short.
$6.99 will be the last one.
Really?
Yep. We're going to be.
Yeah.
We've done this 700 times.
Well, technically you have.
Yeah.
I probably came in at, I don't even know,
Right.
200.
200 or 300. Yeah. Robbie.
You know what I
came in
mean?
right
And
in-
Robbie
yeah.
was just ahead of me. So, but you've truly done the 700 and carried the burden of it also.
Yeah. So it's I've got other things I want to go do. I enjoy coming in and talking to Rich and Robbie and everybody that calls in, and I enjoy doing that, but it's time to go do something else. I want to go do something else on my weekends. I've got Robbie's husband, Don, who sends me stuff all week long. Hey, check out this ride. Let's go ride. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. It's always on a Saturday.
Always.
Yeah.
And I can't
Well,
go.
that's me. I haven't gone to a car show since I moved here because they're all Saturdays.
Yeah, and then I got another buddy, Ian, that rides, and he basically, Don and Ian, what they do is send me stuff. Hey, here's what you can't do. Check it out.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's I want to go do some other stuff. So.
Although I will admit this morning's probably a good one to miss because everybody likes the YMCA. Well,
Yeah.
at least the song, but the facility's not bad either.
Right.
But they have on Marco today. They have the Tour de Taverns, the 10th annual
Uh-huh.
Tour de Taverns. So bicycles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 300 people registered. They kicked off at 7 a.m. this morning.
Wow. That's amazing.
That's dedication.
Yes.
That's a drinking island with a fishing problem.
That is amazing. Wow, cool.
I like
That's a
that.
big
A drinking
fundraiser.
island with a fishing problem.
Uh-huh.
Almost every island in South Florida has that right below there. It's the bottom of their flag.
Right. Isn't Sanibel has that same problem, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
More highfalutin, though.
Oh, is that what that is? Okay.
Yeah. Annabelle Captive is really nice.
Okay. Excellent. So that's the big news. December 21st will be our last show live right here on WCPT and WCGO and all the other stations that we go out on. I think there's 7 or 8 that carry the show. So we'll take a break and come back with more right after this. I think the Will Report's ready. We'll be back right after this.